A lot of you ask me how do I place my trades, and how do I look for entries, and where do you place your stop losses and things like this. So I am in this trade. I'm looking to see if I should get out of it, or to see if I can double down, go in a bit heavier, and see if I can maximize it in that sense now that it's took a little bit of a dive for the day. So one of the first things that I'm going to do is, we've obviously got the head and shoulders pattern on the larger time frame played out. This opened up, so we've got a little bit of a cup and a handle. So look, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to look for a point that I think I should take a trade at, and that's that point there, right where we are now. The reason being, you've come down into this area once there, you've wicked through it there again, you've obviously broke it down to the downside, broke it to the upside, then you've wicked there, wicked there, wicked there. As you can see now, price is coming back up to the upside, so I've missed that trade by trying to chart it, but you would have took that trade there. Another confirmation for that, you can use a Fibonacci retracement tool. So there is a video on this in the ebook videos, so please make sure you watch it if you haven't already. But if you take it from the bottom, the lowest low pre-breakout to the highest point where you're charting, it gives you multiple areas. So one of them's the 0.5 area, the other's the 0.618. Now, this is known as the golden zone in between these two areas, but because we've already kind of wicked there, wicked there, wicked through, wicked through, wicked through, and then been rejected there multiple times, that tells me that 0.5 area is a very strong area of support, or it's acting as a strong area of support. So that coupled with, we've had a lot of the bearish sentiment over the last day. We are trying to tick bullish. We've got a lot of barriers preventing us from doing that. But then also, like I said, if we've kind of got a flag pattern, and this is going to be the breakout swing. So the breakout is always equal to the impulsive swing A move. Then you have the consolidation part, which is down here, which we've consolidated to 0.5 on the fib. We're then looking, if we'd have placed that trade, we're then looking at an entry of 43,817, give or take, and a take profit of 49,900. So ultimately, we do expect to not go there in a straight line. So if you do imagine, we'd probably come up, break it, we'd probably come back down to retest this line. We might have a breakout up here to take profit 1, which is round about these highs anyway. We might consolidate back into the top of these highs here before then breaking out. That's kind of how I'm expecting Bitcoin to unfold. I hope it does. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll find out. But yeah, that's how I place a trade, guys. And I'll just show you now. So people have already asked me, how do you get your stop losses and things? So what I do on here, we are on the 1 hour chart. I'd open up a long position there. So we'd be taking that long position at 43,850 mark. I'd probably put it below this candle here, because that's kind of the lowest point pre-breakout of this resistance area. So that tells me that price is going to struggle to break support here, break support of this bottom of this flag formation, and that's the lowest point confirmed by this here. You might get a wick down, but that's kind of how I'd pick a trade, and then you'd be looking for something like that, take profit 1 at 44.6. So that's how I enter a trade, that's how I look for a trade, and that's my setup. I hope you found it useful, guys.